All right. Hi, everyone. This is gonna be different from what I normally do. This is just a video. I'm not streaming. I don't even know if I'm coming back and doing YouTube stuff yet, but I just want to make a video. Um, as some of you may or may not know, I am a huge Call of Duty fan. I I think my first Call of Duty I ever played was World at War. I played the campaign not very well as a young child, and the first online COD I played was Black Ops 3. I'm not editing this. I know my mic quality sucks. I tried doing it if I could. It used to be a lot worse. You could hear the fan I have on in the background, and it's a ceiling fan. Not squeaking, you could hear it moving. So I did my best. Um, I want to talk about Call of Duty. I have played how long of Modern Warfare 2? Let's see. Stats. But yes, Modern Warfare 3 was just announced today. That's when I'm recording this. I just got done watching Marksman's video on it. I'm not talking about leaks or anything. I'm talking about my opinions. I've had 6 days and 6.5 hours of playtime on this. I love the franchise of Call of Duty. Everyone's like, oh, it's just that kind of thing where it's like, oh, Call of Duty, shoot a man's. It's everyone's yelling at each other, saying slurs of some type, or being a troll. I'm a little bit of a troll if you if you can't tell by my weapons. Um, I will say though, there are things I do and don't love about this game specifically, and if for my opinion, if they want to improve upon this, they're not going to take any advice that anyone really gives them right away. That's just how corporations work. They're not going to be like, "Oh yeah, we hear your guys' feedback. We're going to fix that immediately." Meanwhile, the lack of reload canceling is still in Modern Warfare 2. So if you don't know about this game, I'm going to go through it just a little bit and what I do and don't love about it. First off, the I don't mind the operators. The whole thing, like, oh, you get to change who you are. There's just too many of them, you know? Just like stick to 4 or 5 on one side and just give them different skins, you know? That's all you really need. You don't need like 20 of each and then, oh, this one's only unlocked. Like, look, when did they just add Snoop Dogg? What the fuck? Okay, and by the way, those glasses, I don't like the way that they're designed. And why is Snoop Dogg? Okay, why is he chubby in the cheeks? I don't like that. Did they add anyone else? Not that I see. All right, that's what I'm focusing on. What I'm focusing on is the game right now. Um, let's go back to the stats. Like I said, I'm not editing a single part of this. I'm too fucking lazy. All right, multiplayer. Let's go through. This is my career. I've played 1,100 games. I have an average of 23 kills per game, and I play shipment a lot, 24/7 shipment, because yeah, it's just chaos and it helps me with camo challenges and stuff. Win loss ratio and KD for anyone who plays this game is going to be around 1.0 unless you are cheating or like, and I say cheating as in like you're you have walls, you have some sort of aimbot, and everyone's like, oh, it's Call of Duty. Everyone claims cheating. I know. Trust me, I know. I've been there myself where I used to claim cheating every match, but I realized that was just dog shit. Um, I will say this whole 1.0 situation right here, this is only like this because Activision made it like this. If you are playing solo, which is something I do often in this game, this is my I get out my frustrations game. They are going to put you in games and against players who will try to balance out your win loss. So say you just won 3 games in a row and you're having a good time, like being a solo player. They will put you in a lobby with people who have um a better track record, let's say, um, using metaguns who have been doing ranked for the past 4 hours and want to do something quote unquote easy, and they will force you to lose. Same with your KD. If they notice that you're not getting a lot of kills in a game, they'll put you in a game against people who don't really have any chance against you because they track your data in a way. I'm not exactly sure how that happens, but these are things that are true. Like look at my last 10 games. Last 10 games, win loss 4.0. That's rare. KD 1.2. Highest kill streak 9. Highest kills 52. And most of it's been grind. I love Call of Duty to a degree, but the fact that they push one game mode above all the others, like look, kill confirmed, free for all, domination, hardpoint. I don't like this. I really don't. They're just feeding us whatever. I really, really wish. I pray that they fix this. Skill-based matchmaking is Call of Duty's bread and butter. You have a decent KD and a decent win-loss ratio, they'll put you up against decent players instead of people who are leagues ahead of you. I remember once I actually tested this out a week or two ago. I used a horrible setup of gun. I used a horrible perk package. I used a spotter scope, and here I think do I still have it? I don't know if I do. I do change my loadouts pretty often. Oh, this. It was this. It wasn't Proximate I was using. I was using throwing stars, and I was using the heartbeat sensor. That's what I was using. I've since perfected these because I actually kind of had a little fun with it. But this is the newest shotgun. It's full auto. It has a burst and a semi-auto fire. I decided to try it with slugs. As you can see, I've even kind of perfected it since then. I'm not sure how loud that was. And then this is my sniper rifle I love to use. It's the MCPR, it's called No Scope, because it is the only sniper rifle in the game that has iron sights. Yeah. I was using these. I was trying to get no scopes with this, quite literally, just not even aiming down sights. That grit up to you guaranteed a hit marker per mag. And if you can get close enough and barrel stuff them, you get your no-scope kills. But I was pretty much using a shitty setup, I wasn't getting any kills, and then all of a sudden, I was playing against people who didn't even know how to play the game, really. Like, people who bought the game day one. Like, they're day one, and I was just shitting on kids. Quite literally, just, like, pulling down my pants and fully defecating on everyone. With shitty setup guns that have no purpose other than for me to lose. I was losing on purpose to get to that point. This game caters to the worst players. It doesn't challenge you to get better. It's just like, hey, use these, and you will be the best. Here, do they still have it? Progression. Let's go all the way over. Alright. Level 1. You get your assault platform. That's a shotgun. Okay. Weapon unlocking. PDSW. This is a broken gun. And they give it to you level 5. The SPR-208. Another very broken gun. They give it to you level 7. I say broken by, like, this is what the a lot of the aim assist abusers use. I will say, like, oh, everyone's like, oh, sniper rifles are better on keyboard and mouse. I've done both keyboard and mouse and controller. Quick scoping and just a lot of sniping in general is a lot easier on controller. What else do they give you pretty early on? The combat knife is level 17. I could have swore... Did they change this around? And then there's the main culprit. Level 19, you get the best gun in the game. Best in quotation marks. The TAC 56. This is a SCAR, essentially. If you played any combat game with guns, it's a SCAR. This gun has dominated the meta of the game since its conception. It has rarely ever seen a nerf or a debuff in any form. And it's the one reason why I don't play this game as much as I would like to. When I'm saying people are using meta guns, this is majority the gun they're using. Allow me to demonstrate. Not demonstrate, but allow me to show you. This is the TAC V. This game has platforms. It's like, hey, this is the first gun you start off. Once you get to a certain level, you unlock another gun, and then so on and so forth. Ooh, they changed this UI. But yeah. They even have it with an XP boost right now. That's what this little orange thing means. It has an XP boost, meaning if you use it, you get more XP for it, and you can unlock the better attachments. This singular gun here has dominated the entirety of the game. TAC 56. Here's my setup for it. And I believe it was once one of the best setups. I don't like using this. Yeah, it's not good anymore. But you notice, like... there's little to no recoil. Like, you can even make it better. I don't know what the current meta setup is, but you have to take my word for it for the most part. When I say I'm running into meta players, they're using a TAC 56, the, what is it? The Lockman sub, the Vaznev. Where's the Vaznev? Is that a assault rifle? No. Is it SMG? Yeah, the Vaznev 9K. They're using one of these guns. Or even in more recent times, the Vel 46. This thing's hipfire is insanely accurate, and I hate it for that, but I also love it. The guns I primarily use are pump-action shotgun, marksman rifles, sniper rifles. Every now and again, I'll use like a battle rifle or an LMG. I don't like using fully auto. Like, you get hit 4 times. You get hit with 4 bullets, you're dead. Pretty much. I like the guns that take you a bit of time to learn how to use them instead of, oh, this is easy. In fact, I'm going to change this to... oh. This is also another highly used weapon just for its insanity. The SO-14. This is one of my favorite guns in the game. Mostly because of it's basically just a beautiful gun. Whether you're using the full auto for the drum mag or the semi-auto as a marksman rifle. Let me demonstrate. It's not entirely accurate. It's not entirely inaccurate. You gotta build it right. This gun system, I love. For guns like this that aren't the best when you start out with them, but gradually get better, I love the gun system. Modern Warfare 3, please work on this. Please compound on it. Balance it. Make it better. It's good as it is, but it can be better. I played a whole lot of Modern Warfare 2019 on the PlayStation. PS4. I loved that game. The movement was amazing. The maps were pretty damn good. And even then, like, the events were great. Um, the melee weapons, I liked how they kept adding different ones, and everyone was like, oh, the melee weapons are too strong. They're just meme weapons. I mean, they added in a ton for crying out loud. The only returning one is the dual Kodachis. Like, you have the combat knife. Yeah, staple. You have the dual Kodachis. This was brought back from the previous. Instead of the Kali sticks, they gave you a Tonfa. I love this. These three right here, these are great. Like I said, like it's a kitchen knife. It's a meme weapon. It's meant to be a meme. In the previous Modern Warfare 2019, I used the shit out of the knife. It was probably still, if I go back to my old account and check it, it'll probably still be my top weapon. Uh, I even I don't like battle royales, but I played Warzone to get Modern Warfare 2019's uh, Halloween Cleaver. Their Halloween event they did where they had like Jigsaw. Uh, did they have Jason? I think they had a Jason knockoff or something like that. But they also did Freddy Cougar. They had a bunch of skins for operators, and if you played through Warzone and you got certain challenges done, you got a bloody cleaver for your knife. I played the shit out of Warzone just to get that and never played it again. That event was amazing. They do good events, I will say that. When their events aren't pay to win, well, like the current one, it is currently a showdown between factions. You have Task Force 1 for 1 and Shadow Company. And whoever wins at the end of how many more days? 8 days, gets these three rewards: an operator skin, an animated camo, and a consumable XP token. And I think they're going to run it again so people can get the other camo. Because I don't think they'd lock people out of camos. That's just unfair. If they do, it's a mistake. These camos are nice. They're both animated. They're. I can actually show you them. I do like the animated camos. Not gonna lie. All the animated camos are. There's this one, Polyatomic. There's Orion, which is the finale. Anyway, there's all the event ones. There's this one from the Season 2 event. This one from the Season 3 event. It is animated. It's very hard to see. There's a bit of smoke here and here that's moving, I guess. They could have just, made the whole thing writhe and squirm, but instead they just did the bare minimum. There's this one from last season, Season 4, which was from The Boys, which is a Netflix show or something. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I just got it because moving red camo. There's this one from doing their raids, which are like kind of like a continuation of the story to be like, oh, this is how it all ties together. There's also this one, which was for a while there the rarest camo because no one did raid. But the new camos that we're talking about are this one, which is polished, and this one, which is blood cell. They're both beautiful camos. I like the events. I like the anime camos. Keep it up. That's good. I'm going off on a lot of tangents. But it all has a purpose in the end. What else is there? Reload, cancel it. Gameplay-wise, let's just stick to gameplay for now. That's where I'm going to stick my focus on. Gameplay-wise. Change the fucking perks. And it's also sucky how you can only have, like, 5 customs. If you can't tell, I like using Quick Fix, I like using Double Time, and I like using Tracker. I wear glasses, I am vision impaired. I like as much information as I can get. Overkill, as being able to carry 2 primaries in this game, 2 fully kitted out guns that are both meta guns, like, oh, I'm going to use the M4 and the TAC 56. 2 insane assault rifles that have large magazines, little to no recoil, and I'm let my aim assist let me snap to everyone's heads, pretty much. This perk is broken. I'm not saying get rid of it. I'm just saying make it harder for people to use. Like, make it worth missing out on something. Because what else do you have here? Battle Hardened. This didn't work for like the first 4 months of the game. Bomb Squad didn't really work either for a while there. Scavenger, who needs that in respawn modes, really? Strong Arm, who gives a fuck about Strong Arm? You can throw your equipment further and see a preview of the trajectory. If you use this for 3 days on any map, you'll immediately just remember this, as long as you aren't stupid, I guess. If you play the game for 3 days worth of time using Strong Arm, guarantee you'll know how the all the angles and how the projectiles bounce in this game. Extra tactical. Why would anyone want this? Oh, you get an extra tactical, but an extra smoke, an extra flash that people can still shoot you through, an extra stun that doesn't matter when people have aim assist. It doesn't matter. Everyone would just still use overkill. I use overkill. I'm not gonna lie. If I have a sniper rifle that I'm doing challenges with, like, oh, get prone kills with it, and I have to have it built where it's made for me to be very accurate instead of mobility wise, I'm gonna have my secondary be a shotgun without a stock. That way I get that extra speed so I can run around and, not die from just being a camping little biatch. I don't know why I'm trying to censor myself. But no. There's literally no downside to always using overkill. What are you gonna miss out on? Tracker? You don't need to see footsteps on a lot of maps. You really don't. In most game modes, you don't need it. As long as you have some experience in that game mode, you can tell where people are. Let's go to the bonus perks. You get these halfway through the... You get these, like, I guess, a quarter into the game. And it's supposed to be like, it's a game changer. Oh, you get this, you're fine. You get these by just being in the game or getting extra kills. I don't know exactly how it works. They've changed it once or twice. But these are okay. They're, in my opinion, overkill needs to be in here. Overkill needs to be in here, and some of these just need to not exist. Hardline, I know it's been a staple, but in this game, it is so easy to get your kill streaks. You don't need this. Everyone uses cold-blooded anyway, because high alert exists, and so do UAVs and a lot of other stuff. Right? I use fast hands, resupply. The only 3 useful ones here are fast hands, resupply, and cold-blooded. Fast hands let you swap and reload faster. Resupply gives you back your equipment that you've used, and cold-blooded basically means that thermal stuff and other things like that, they don't see you. Then you get your ultimate. You get this about halfway through the match. It's supposed to be another game changer. Overclock. I can see the use for it for field upgrades, but not a fan. Survivor. This makes no sense in respawn game mode. In most of the game modes, this makes no sense. Because you're down, and it even tells people that you're down. This would be used a lot more if it didn't give your opponent the notification that you've been downed. So when you kill someone who has this perk equipped, they go down and they can revive themselves, or their teammates can also help revive them. And it's once per that life. So when you die again, you respawn, it comes back. There's no point to this because I've rarely ever seen anyone get off the revive on their own, and I rarely ever see teammates help them. If I see someone down and they're in a safe spot, I'll help them. But I'll see people just walk over them, ignore them, being like, hey, I'm trying to use this. It's pointless. And I tell them, I usually give them some helpful advice after the match, like, Survivor's not really that good. I'd rather, honestly, just use Quick Fix or Ghost. Because these 3 right here, again, the first 3 that you see are normally the best. Bird's Eye, UAV radar pings, they don't really matter because UAVs are, 4 kills? And that's so easy to get with like, you spawn in, you use your grenade, you get a kill with that. You get some extra kills with whatever assault rifle that you use because you're, starting off in the game. Boom, you get a UAV. That easy. Overclock, no real good use for it unless you're using like, I don't know, trophy systems or something like that. High alert. Someone looking at you. I hate this perk. I don't use it specifically because I feel like it's just stupid. It's a good perk, as in like it's very powerful, but I don't like it. I don't use it. It is a perk that a lot of bad players use. I'm trying to avoid insulting people. Um, it's one of those perks that people who run in a straight direction and don't you know, check their corner, don't check their doors, they don't check their sides, they don't look or they don't pay attention to their surroundings. So instead they rely on this perk to do it for them. Like, oh, I'm running in a straight line. Someone saw me for a millisecond to my right. I'm gonna turn around, go back, shoot them, and then keep going. It's basically just a sixth sense, being like, oh, I just noticed someone saw me. I'm gonna go back and take care of them. Very powerful. When people are like, oh, this is good, why not use it? The thing I don't like is that it flashes an orange bar at whatever part someone's seen you. Like, if someone's seen you to your right, it's gonna flash orange here. Or someone's looking at you dead ahead and you don't really notice them, it's gonna flash orange up here. Someone's behind you, flash orange down here, flash orange over here. It's a powerful perk. I don't like it because it flashes, and I don't like it because it doesn't encourage you to get better at the game. It encourages you to just use the perk more. I like quick fix because when you kill, like, say you're in a gunfight, you take 3 bullets, you're at 25% health remaining, but you got the first bullet off on them and they're dead. As soon as they die, your health starts to regen. You know, capturing and holding the objectives increases your health regeneration rate. You get your health back. You're slightly harder to kill, ever so slightly. Instead of taking 4 bullets to kill, you might take 5 or 6. Who knows? But as soon as you get on that objective, or as soon as you are where you need to be, boom, health comes back. Ghost. Undetectable by heartbeat sensors, portable radars, and UAVs. This is a balanced perk. I love this perk. Does it need to be a bit harder to get? Maybe. I don't know. Because it's a good stealth perk. Every game needs at least 2 of them. Alright. And it is what this does. It has Ghost, and it has Cold-Blooded. Those are the 2 that everyone uses if they want to be undetectable. The perks I see everyone using are Ghost, Cold-Blooded, Overkill, and Scavenger. Specifically in that order. Every now and again, they'll, instead of Scavenger, they'll do Bomb Squad or Battle Hardened. That's mostly what I'll see. Those are usually everyone's perk packages. Perks need an overhaul. They just need an overhaul. With the system, the way it works, it needs an overhaul. Lethals and Tacticals. Let's get to this, shall we? Shock Sticks. I love these things. One of the best things added to Call of Duty in the past 2 years. Don't know what this does? You throw it. It sends out an electric shock within that area, within a small area around it for a small amount of time. If anyone steps into that area, they are shocked. It doesn't electrocute them. Electrocute means die. I think you can die to this, but it's very, strange. When you are shocked, if you have a fully auto weapon, you're going to empty your mag. You're going to keep shooting that, like, nonstop. You have no control over that. Your movement is slowed, and it's very easy for people to kill you. If you're using a one-shot weapon, like a shotgun or a sniper rifle that's not semi-auto, well, good luck to you, my friend. You have to wait until the shock runs out, because you only get 1 shot out of your thing. You can still kill people with these shots. You can. It's very rare to do for shotguns and sniper rifles, but you can still do it. and it's very satisfying. They're very balanced in that regard. Like they're very balanced for the fact that you have to throw them, and your opponent has to walk into them. Wherever you throw them, you predict where your predict where your opponent is, and hopefully they don't notice and they step in its range. It can be very annoying, but it's very balanced. Flash grenades, blinds, and deafens targets don't matter. For a lot of people who rely on aim assist, this does not matter. They'll just aim, jiggle a little bit, see wherever they're like. Basically, you'll aim, you'll jiggle your thing, and if it pulls you in a direction, kind of like it's a very slight notice, you know to fire in that direction and let the aim assist do the rest of the work for you. Same with stuns. If you're stunned, just aim and shoot, and the aim assist will start to pull you in that direction. Smokes, I love smokes because this is how you find a lot of aim assist abusers and certain and walling and people who use wall hacks because while they do have anti-cheat, it's not the best kind of anti-cheat, and there's always a way around it. It's just how these video games are. Decoy grenade, I rarely ever see someone use this. I use it when I'm in solo matches with like a friend who doesn't play this game much, just to be like, they pay attention to your little compass up top that tells you where people are firing from. He's like, "Where are you at?" Spotter scope. This is good uh, in battle royale game modes and stuff, kind of, I guess. Heartbeat sensor, not that good in this game. Was pretty good in the last game. Kind of find a mid ground between those two and use that. Snapshots, I love snapshots. What this does is you throw it. It sends out a signal in an area, and if anyone's in that area and they don't have the perks that ignore it, they glow red. It's like an infrared thing. Not exactly sure how it's like works, but for your UI, it's good. My only issue is that there is very little bullet penetration in this game. There's no FMJ. All right, you can't shoot through, a 4-inch piece of plywood. You'll be lucky to get a hit marker with max possible bullet penetration, but it's very hard to kill people through walls in this game. Unlike the previous game where it was very easy. Like I said, find a middle ground. Stims are pointless. Stims are pointless in this game. Last game, they were overpowered as all hell. You'd always see someone using a stim. Stim refreshes tactical sprint, meaning you can run over and over, like push your run button over and over again to just go really fast. In Modern Warfare 2019, you could be halfway across the map with the perfect rush setup. Like if you know Crash, you could go from your spawn to the you could go from spawn to halfway down the map in a matter of 3 seconds, or maybe even less. Tear gas is annoying, and I love it. Explosion impact releases out a cloud of gas that if anyone steps in, their vision gets impaired. Their aiming is like less accurate, and you cough and make a lot of noise. So it's also pretty decent. It's an actual tactical, it's like tactically used instead of abused. Field upgrades. Let's go over these real quick. Tac camera. I've used this maybe once. Inflatable decoy. It's a troll. No one really likes it, because the decoy doesn't look anything like you. DDoS. I've used this once or twice. It's actually pretty well done. Just needs to be a little bit stronger. Like, deactivates electronics and disrupts enemy sensors in the immediate area for a short time. If it was a bit stronger, I'd see it being used a lot more. Deployable cover, always a good one. Trophy system, who doesn't love the fact that your opponent's stuns, their grenades, will just be destroyed whenever they get within range of this thing. Love it. Dead silence. It was a lot better in the last game. Bring it back how it was, because this is not what it used to be. Still pretty decent, but not what it used to be. Munitions box. It's okay. For some classes, I do have this. Loadout drop. Why? Why is this in here? It makes no sense. I did a troll with this once where I was on shipment, and I locked everyone inside the crate with a deployable cover and a loadout drop. I just locked everyone inside of a crate. Loved it. It was beautiful. Portable radar. Just a mini UAV that works in a small area. Love it. Tac insert. I hate the fact that there's a cooldown. So in a lot of respawn game modes like team deathmatch, free for all, cap domination, you die, you respawn in a set place. All right. This allows you to respawn wherever you throw it. It has a 5-second cooldown. I'm not sure if it works the same way anymore, but when I first used it, it was you light the flare, which is a 4-second animation. If you die in any of that time, it doesn't light, and you don't get to actually use this. You drop it wherever you finish off the animation at. When you die, you have to wait. What is it? 5 seconds to respawn. Not and it's not even like 5 seconds. Oh, you can watch your you can watch the kill cam of how you died, and then respawn afterwards. No, even if you watch your kill cam, you still have to wait 5 seconds to respawn. Just wasted time, especially in a lot of respawn modes where you have to hurry up, get back where you were because oh, enemy's taking a flag, you know. Battle rage. This is very rarely used, just because like what it does to your screen is it turns it all red. It makes it hard to see things. It gives you a bit of a grain filter. Recon drone. I see a lot of like 6-man teams using this, like people who are on a party together, all doing the same thing. I see them using this as like, oh, we're gonna put this in a corner where no one ever looks, and we're gonna get all the info on all our opponents. They're gonna get spotted, and we're gonna know where they're at. It's good. It's a good field upgrade. It's balanced because most guns can one shot this. Pistols 2-shot it most of the time. Smoke airdrop. I wish the smoke was just like the actual smokes. This smoke is not as thick and it does not last as long as actual smoke grenades. For the time that you have to wait for this and for how short it lasts, they could at least make it as dense as other smokes. But, you know, it gets some people not so much. It's your basic white smoke. It's about as thick as cigarette smoke. It'll blur your vision a little bit, but you can still see through it. Suppression mine. This is annoying. If you can place this in what it does is wherever your opponent runs into, it slows them very much. Their vision gets blurred, and even like moving around, like aim moving, it isn't that fast. A lot of people use this as a sort of like toxic counter to aim assist and aimbotters. It yeah, it's it's good for being a balance against people who use aim assist, but it's like one of the few things, and so people just kind of use it. They don't use it often, but when they do, it is annoying. It catches the wrong kind of players a lot, and it's just I don't know. It's annoying. I personally don't like it, but if you use it, good for you, because a lot of people don't. Anti-armor rounds, I have never once seen someone use this. Not in my life have I ever seen someone use anti-armor rounds. Gives you a bit of bonus damage. Yay. Bullet penetration in this game sucks, so there's really no point to use this. Ever. Unless you don't have any other options, and you just gotta use it to get a bit of extra damage. I can see people using this in Battle Royale modes, where it's like, oh, I just looted it, I might as well use it for this gunfight. It might help me, it might not. Who knows? It's better than nothing. That's pretty much all you got for it. I want to say this game, all in all, like maps, UI, it was released as a work in progress. This game was not finished when it was released. This game was not polished until people, until like a lot of people stopped playing it. The retention rate for this game is insane. People did not keep playing it after they got the final camo. Because pretty much the point of any Call of Duty game for a lot of people are the camo challenges. And they're very easy in this game. Like, for each gun, you only have to do 4 challenges. And then those challenges go towards the gold. Once you do all the 4 challenges for every weapon in that class, you get the platinum. And then it just goes up from there. Once you do all the platinum challenges, you get all the polyatomic. Once you do all the polyatomic, you get all the Orion. You get Orion for everything. It's easy. If there were a couple other challenges people could do, you know, like prestige and mastery challenges after this, you know, like these don't really account for much. Like, oh, get an emblem and a calling card. Yay. If you complete all of it, you get this little tag for it that you can put on your gun. It even tells you what season you got it from, what season it was released, and what the date was. Yay, this is your favorite gun. Everyone knows it now. I guess this is cool. The only one of these emblems and things that I use are for for the first shotgun I maxed out, and for the combat knife, because I love the combat knife. In fact, I believe if we go up here, yep, there's my combat knife emblem, and if I go to my showcase, there's my shotgun. The first 2 things I got platinum in this game. All in all, Modern Warfare 2, it wasn't a flop. It was just not as good as what it could be. Modern Warfare 19 had a lot of flaws, but it was still a very good game. It brought people back, it brought a lot of hype, and it paid off on most of that. I'm not gonna lie. There were some bugs and some glitches and stuff like that, but that's what people live for in these games, you know? If you could take a lot of the best and good parts from 19 and mix them with the innovations and some of the greatest parts from Modern Warfare 2, put that in Modern Warfare 3, that would be such a good game. Like, the depth of the gunsmith. Like, how you can do tuning, and you can legit, every little bit here actually matters to some degree. Like, if you could advance on that and make it to where it's even more in depth, that'd make the gun system for COD perfect. And as long as you don't overdo it. What else is there? The firing range. I love having a firing range. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I can come here, see top left, targets hit, accuracy, whiffed, missed, hit. I love that. You get your accuracy with the gun, you get the amount of targets that you hit, and usually you can calculate how many bullets it takes. Could they expand on this? Yes. They could really expand on this by making it this is an idea, not my idea, this is a theoretical. An open field range with target dummies like this that don't just change position when you change position. They're actually like moving back and forth, like a combat test, sort of. You know, you like say there'd be like a door. You walk into the door, it'd be a little prefab area, and an NPC would spawn. You know, like a veteran NPC, and you test your gun on it. On an NPC without having to go into a private match and setting up a small game mode on a small map. That'd be perfect. Boom. 3 targets hit. Three targets, 50% accuracy. Boom. Easy. What's the one you can set up to get collaterals? Is it this one? No. It'd be this. If you stand back far enough, you can even get collaterals on the dummies. 2 targets hit, accuracy on. Like, if you could just, you know, make it to where the dummies just move constantly, that'd be great. You can even go into the settings and give them armor plates for the Battle Royale modes, or your control settings, and change your loadouts. It took them a while to do any of that. So please, I beg and beg of Activision. November, what, 10th, 3rd, somewhere around there? There is when we're supposed to, I don't know, is when the game's supposed to release Modern Warfare 3. I wouldn't mind. Like, we need to know more about it. That's the big thing. We're going to know more about it in the coming months. But if it's not finished, similarly how this game was not finished, please set it back an extra month or 2 and just polish it. Put the crystal back in the rock tumbler and let it polish a bit more. You know? Rough out those edges. Just please give us a finished product this time. Instead of capitalizing on Battle Pass. Oh, you want to buy the Battle Pass? We have 4 different options for you. You can get the Battle Pass bundle, or you can just get the regular Battle Pass. Or you can buy the Black Cell, which for $30, which gives you all these rewards. Ooh. I understand. All right. $30 for a 46 something. $30 for like a 45, 46 something thing with tax, depending on where you live. Yeah, it's a bargain, I guess. But it's also not worth it. If you're done with a lot of the tangents, feel free to leave now. Well, if you're done with the main point, I'm going off some tangents about other parts of Call of Duty games that I loved. Mainly about Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 was loot box central. Don't get me wrong. But I loved it. The amount of guns in the game were insane. A lot of them were locked behind loot boxes, yes, but there were so many melee weapons. There were so many like cool weapons. Like, it was a very futuristic game, but you could get an M1. You could get an M1 Grand, which is like a World War I weapon. It was all over the place, and I loved it. I loved it. There were a lot of trolley weapons. Like, there was a melee weapon that was just a mannequin's arm. And there were also some cool ones. Like, there were whole-on like knight's swords, and there was a musket that you could do, and it was just crazy. It was insane. I love things like that. Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 3 will always hold a special place in my heart for all of that. But the having to buy the loot boxes and stuff, that's not what I liked about it. What I liked was the fact that there was a secondary way to get it. You could grind for these rewards. You could grind out daily challenges and weekly challenges to get essentially COD tokens for free. You just had to play the game. I don't think a single Call of Duty has had anything like that since. I didn't play Black Ops 4. I don't know why I didn't, but I haven't played Black Ops since 3. Store. I have 700 COD points. You know how I get these? Free spots in the free battle pass. Have I bought battle passes in the past? Yeah, I have. Not gonna lie. I did. But what other reason do I have to get them? Oh, there's a cool skin. Oh, look at this. Store. Uh, you know. Oh, check it out. You can play Snoop Dogg. Yeah. You get this tracing thing with, you know, leaves of a kind, and whenever they die, you get this little leaf over them. Ooh, what do you know? You get a unique finishing move. Yeah, cool. Oh, look at this one. Yeah, so cool. DMZ stuff I don't do. But the amount that it costs to get it. Like, is there a point? A lot of these just don't make sense. I mean, I get this because like it's the America. I think this was the Fourth of July pack, and then you have stuff like this, which is just why do brand deals? I don't hate them. I just there's no reason for it. You know, there's not a lot that's worth it. Like in the previous in 2019, the finishing moves were a lot of the reasons why people bought these things. Like the executions. People love executions. They're so if you can pull one off in the middle of a match while you're getting shot at from four different directions, it's worth it even if you die. Because then you get to be like, yeah, your teammates didn't help you out at all. They just let me just full on execute you. They were cool. Right now, the only cool one in this game is the one that includes this little pupper right here, where you sick them on them. There were four or five dog ones in the previous game, and they were all very nice. One was a hellhound, another one was a wolf, I think one was a husky, another was Riley from Ghosts, because, you know, they had to make a reference in there somewhere and get all our hopes up for a possible Ghost too, but, you know, yes, I like Ghosts, don't judge me for it. But regardless, there's just a lot of things wrong with the designs in this game. This guy, he glows. He's got all this high-tech gear, you know, advanced warfare. Yeah. It makes no sense. All right, I get it. These guys are operators, they're skins, they're to help make money, to provide funding for the next game. You guys don't really need all that. I mean, this looks like something an edgy 14-year-old would say was cool. You know what I think is cool? Classic Ghost, Santa Claus, and Shredder. Those are my go-tos. Before I did Ghost, who was I? I was Gus. Why? Because Gus has a nice mustache. You can't lie to me. Gus has a beautiful mustache.
Got your back.
Look at him. Look at that mustache. Tell me that man's not handsome. What else is there? On this side, I used Koenig. I farmed for Koenig. Why?
Together we shall be victorious.
Cool. And then you give him this skin with the with the red night vision goggles, and he's just even cooler. But that tangent aside.
Let's go to town.
Wait, is that? That's the same voice actor as the male Eivor from um 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 uh Assassin's Creed Ragnarok. Ragnarok? No, Valhalla. Valhalla. Sorry. Yeah, ADHD moment. there's a lot that they can capitalize to make Modern Warfare 3 a great game. Give us a way to get COD points without having to just buy them outright, or get minuscule amounts from this, because like we used to get so many cool things for free just by farming the COD points ourselves. Like, make it to where, like, if you play this game for every certain of hour intervals, you get COD points, or like complete these very hard challenges to get COD points, or play for a certain amount of week to get COD points, and like not just be AFK, like count it as actual in-game time and not menu time. That'd be great. That'd be great. Like, if you can make it to where if you played for what 48 hours a week to get 1,000 COD points, and it only counts as in-game time, and if you got kicked for being AFK, it sent you back to the main menu. Yeah, there'd be ways for people to get past it, but your anti-cheat would catch that, obviously. But it'd still be an easier way to get people to stay on your game. I'm not saying do that exactly. I'm just like, that's a very broad example, but it'd be an easy way to get people to stay on your game, and also, the people who play the game the most, who stay on the game and get these points for this stuff, and gets it that way. Other people will see them using these skins and be like, "Oh, that's a cool skin. I'm gonna go check out the store. I really want this, but I don't want to work for it. I'm lazy, so I'm just gonna buy them." You still get a decent majority of the people who are lazy enough to just buy it outright. Not lazy, not just lazy, but also like rich, or like not rich, but like have the extra money to spend. Just give us a secondary way to get stuff at the store. Because like, I will admit, that skin, hella sick. On dark maps, I would run from this guy. Not gonna lie. Um, where is it? Where are they? The cats. I would Whisker Tango. I would 100% use these to troll people. These are great trolling skins. Just like Santa Claus here. I would entirely use these skins to troll. What is this? Why does it not look like a real person like the other ones do? Who is Izzy? Is this Izzy exactly? Like, is it not, like, who is this? Why do they exist? And why is this skin so shitty? Just like, that doesn't look like a real person. Hate to break it to you. Probably could be a cool one, but like, I don't know, just the stuff doesn't look that good to me. The skins on the guns are nice. I like the hollow, the metallic purples and pinks and retro stuff like that. But why? I don't like the hair. I don't like the model. It doesn't look like a real person. Meanwhile, you have hyper realistic cats. Nah, it ain't for me, fam. You have like perfect recreations of characters from The Boys. The skin, I see people use all that very, very often because it's an all black skin, and it's so easy to like miss in a dark corner. It's just like the rose skin from 2019. But regardless, I'm done with my tangents. Please, I make this video out of love. Please, please, please let Modern Warfare 3 be the game that we all know it can be. A staple of the COD franchise. Modern Warfare 3, the original, was the first COD campaign I completed. It was the first game that gave me actual goosebumps as a shooter. Because that ending was just perfect. And I beg of you, like I remember playing Modern Warfare 3 with my brother. Uh, a split screen team deathmatch, just me and him, kicked my ass. I have fond memories of Modern Warfare 3. I have fond memories from Call of Duty all over, whether it's shit talking other players who did horrible because they just sat in their spawn and lost, or whether it's letting out all my rage in a game, or helping out a helping out or making fun of a 10-year-old on my team. There's a lot of fond memories with this franchise, and it's been seeing a steady decline. I have high hopes for the games that Activision makes. I love Activision games. Always have, always will. Special place in my heart. But what I have the biggest hope for is their success. I don't see dollar signs as a success. I see people having fun on your game as a success. If a lot of people are just quitting your game because it's just not fun, it's everyone doing the same thing, then this game was not entirely a success. Specifically, this game. Modern Warfare 19 was a success. People played the absolute ever loving shit out of that game, me included. Until, they announced the next game, not even, what, a year after it came out? Like, you don't need a new COD every year. Just make one good COD and update it with decent updates. The most broken gun in the game, debuff it and buff another gun that's never used. Like rotate the meta, basically. Just please. I'm definitely pre-ordering Modern Warfare 3, regardless of what people say about it. I'm definitely gonna play it and have my own opinions about the game, just like this one and all the other ones that I played. Just pay to win, or like paying your way through all the cool stuff in the game, like intentionally leaving the base game to be not as cool as half the things that you can buy, just to get people to buy more stuff. I don't like that. Please, please stop doing that. I'm only gonna buy one or two things, and one of those things I'm buying is the pre-order. Just please. Let your game be what it's supposed to be. A Call of Duty. Not some shitty shooter that any indie developer could do better than. Thanks everyone for just watching this video. If you made it this far in the video, I'm ending it. First of all, so you're welcome. And second of all, thank you. I wanted to make a video talking about Call of Duty and just talking about it and telling people things. I'll probably do some gameplay on this eventually. I'll probably be like, I'll try to, you know, get a couple good games in and send you guys the best one. And, or maybe even the worst one, you know? Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. And just thank you in general. Till next time.